Well, we've come to it at last. What might be the very final construction update for Epic Universe of all time. So come on and join me. First of all, I do not know entirely if this is the last construction update for Epic Universe, but it feels really close. And if it is, I just wanted to say thank you all for believing in us and engaging in our channel for the last 2.5 to 3 years. It has meant a lot. You guys have changed this channel by subscribing to us, commenting on our videos, being there through everything, not just Epic Universe construction updates, but everything that we do in the channel. You guys have meant so much to us, and we really appreciate it. If it wasn't for these updates, I think the channel would look a lot different than it does now, and I'm very thankful. And I don't know if this is going to be the last construction update before I step foot into the park. And if it is, then it has been such an honor and so much fun to do every single one of these videos and to sit here for the hours of content that we have, over probably 20 hours worth, maybe more, of Epic Universe construction update content. And what I'm going to do as a little fun thing is I'm going to put all the Epic Universe construction updates in a playlist so that you can go back and start from the original and they'll come back to today. So I'm really excited about that, for you guys to watch everything from the beginning all the way to where we are right now. So without further ado, thank you once again to Bioreconstruct for all the photos that you provided. We have greatly appreciated your work. You are a saint, you are a scholar, and you are a hero. Thank you for that. But let's get into these updates right now. So I want to start this out by stating that obviously this was during team member previews, the very first day of team member previews. So that's what the big thing is here, is that we're actually going to look at what seems to be completed and what seems not to be completed as the team members are going in here. But you can see that they were letting everyone in here, getting everyone lined up to go in. And what's really interesting is you see the VIP entrance here at the top of the photo there. So that's where you're going to enter in through, like I said, for the VIP experience and everything like that. So bear with us on these today, as we have, several things to talk about and to discuss kind of in detail about just different things that the way that the park operates. I feel like we're getting a better understanding and idea here. This is the Starbucks here. Everyone's standing in line waiting for Starbucks. And if you notice, one team member has a Viking helmet on down there. Notice that? That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that they bought that from the Isle of Berk, or they just could have made it on their own. I don't know. Here's a look at the parking lot here. Here he says, aerial photo of a section of Epic Universe parking lot that will likely be shaded by solar panels. First panels in place. That's nice. But I don't think that is going to be the entire parking lot. I believe it's just going to be that section. It could be prime parking or something like that of some effect. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. But here's another look of it here. This would be amazing if the whole parking lot was like this. But it's not going to be. But it would be really nice if it was. Scroll up here really quickly. Here's a look at the parking lot. This is full scale. So if you notice here at the back of the photo, at the bottom of the photo, is the back of the parking lot. The top of the photo is the front of the parking lot. Now, I've heard some people say that this parking lot reminds me a lot of Hollywood Studios, and it does kind of resemble that. If you look at it, you know, Hollywood Studios has the tram thing in the middle. But I think it's obvious here that this park is most likely not going to have trams. We've talked about that for a while. Parking lot, though, does look huge, but it doesn't at the same time, if that makes sense. Like it's very walkable from the back of the park. Yes, it'll take you a while to get in there, but it's very walkable. So someone in the comments says, please tell me there are shuttles. I highly doubt it. I don't think they're going to be doing trams whatsoever. And of course, the rumor still is that there will be a parking garage eventually. But for now, it's just a parking lot. Pretty funny how we can get excited about stuff like parking lots. And then we have the bus loop here at the center of the photo. And then the park entrance over here to the right. You can kind of get a good idea of how everything plays out here, you know? Like when you're going through and you're going by, when you drive by on the actual road. Right before you get to the Selenova, which is on your left, you can see the sign barely down there at the left. But you get an idea of what that looks like there. And then you can see the Kronos from the road. Because, I mean, you guys know in the video that we did, if you look where the Selenova sign is, a little blue dot on the left of the photo, we were standing right there beside it, pointing at the Kronos, getting a view of the inside. So we're so close, guys. We are so close, and it's just unbelievable. I can't even say that anymore because you know what I mean. In this photo here, bus loop over here to the left, the entrance. One thing that is really interesting is that you notice that the water is on in the garden area here at the top of the photo in Celestial Park. Man, that looks amazing, does it not? It's so cool to see the water finally on. I just hope my first day inside of the park that it's a little cooler out. You know what I mean? Like one of those cool mornings. Now, this photo here, man, this looks, I don't know why. We've been doing these construction updates, you know, like every week for the last month. It seems like, well, we've been doing them for the last 2 to 3 years. But does it seem to me like this, like overnight, just got so done? Like, does that make sense? The trees, everything here, maybe it's just stuff that I wasn't paying attention to, but like the park entrance area at the top of the photo here, all those trees there, everything there, like, I guess it's been there, but I haven't noticed it, you know? Key thing to note, we're talking about things that are still under construction here. You can see the turrets here at the bottom left and right of the photo. Those are still under construction and still needing to be finished. And if you notice all the way to the very bottom left, there's still cranes out. Now that looks like it's backstage, but there are still cranes. So not every construction worker is gone yet. But look at this. This is so cool. The water that is finished, or the water feature that is on the expansion pad there to the left. Of course, you won't see that when you're in there, but still, it's amazing. Also, Isle of Berk's water is on over there to the right. Water's filled up in the lagoon there. There does look like, let's see here. I'm sorry for all my ums. I apologize for those. Just excited. Goes back to a comment from last week. I'm just trolling, y'all. I'm just trolling. Just having some fun. Okay. This was the exit. We talked about this one last week. Exit only area. And this is just kind of give you an idea. Also, we talked about this as well. The top right of the photo, you can see a gate that separates you from getting into the area once you're going up into there. But this park is just going to be beautiful. It's just going to be amazing. There's one photo I wanted to show here. This one of everyone lined up to go inside. Getting ready, getting hyped. This is so amazing. Oh my gosh. And the Kronos, people walking through it. The shadow in the back. Does it not look like the Dark Lord Sauron behind that? You know, the tower from Lord of the Rings with the big eye? It looks just like that, doesn't it? I don't know why I haven't thought about this the whole time. That's so cool. Anyway, guests coming in here, not really a lot to talk about of this one. We've talked about how it's been completed. Within the last couple of weeks, they finished the Kronos pretty much. And the little men on the side of the Kronos there, at the top of it, if you want to call it. Little men, you might be able to see it better here. Yeah, they're holding their arms up, praising the Kronos. Just a few things, you know, here and there that need to be done. Of course, cranes over there to the left. Let's take a look at the Luna Overlook. And remember I said there was something supposed to go in her hand. Well, there it is. A pearl. That looks awesome. I can't wait to see this in person. It's going to look so freaking good. Here's another side photo of this. The water is on, cascading down. You just want to, makes you want to just dip in it, you know, and just go for a swim, does it not? It's about that time. It's about springtime, and that means time to take a dip in the pool, right? This is interesting to notice that water is also cascading into channels at the right over here. So it's going down into there. It just looks awesome. Looking over here too. Just some things. We're going to skip a lot of this because a lot of it is finished and done. But look at that Kronos. Come on. Oh my gosh. Going to be amazing to walk through. I don't think that there's been something at a theme park other than Magic Kingdom with the castle that has felt so iconic to walk up to the theme park and see this sitting there. Like, I don't think there ever has been. Ever. Or will be past that. One more thing about the water features here is just showing you this going down here just a little bit. With everything that's finishing up here, how it goes into this one over by the Atlantic restaurant, everything just kind of cascades over there. All right, let's talk about Super Nintendo World. Let's see if everything is finished here now. During this photo, it looked like the portal was closed. You can see the door down here. People were walking by. Obviously, they were not ready to open Super Nintendo World at the time. During this preview, we also see a team member there standing there in front of a sign, beside a sign, I guess letting guests know, hey, you know, it's not time for you to come in here yet. But we also have some things going on in here. We have some team members. Looks like it could be the team members that work at Toadstool Cafe. Maybe having a prep meeting before everything gets started and going for the day. It says the team members here at Interactive Features. So maybe they're testing out some of the features inside of the park. That would make sense. Now, Bowser's Fortress looks complete. There is a ladder up here on the top left. So like I said, as we're going through these, you're going to see some things here and there that show that there's still somewhat of construction being done. I mean, literally, there's paint that needs to be done. There's things that will happen during team member previews and cast member pass holder previews that they're going to be like, hey, you need to go back in there and fix this. This needs to be, corrected or whatever. It's going to happen. It's just going to. So be prepared for that. This looks, I mean, almost 100% complete. Now, the thing is, if you notice down here at Toadstool Cafe, the windows are covered up with some kind of a blue tarp. So maybe they were just doing like last minute things here in these photos. From what I understand, that team members were able to go in Super Nintendo World during the preview. So this was a Friday preview for, I'm thinking it was for, from what I'm hearing, the Friday preview was just for people that worked at Epic or something like that, like managers and stuff. I mean, this just keeps getting better and better. Finishing up some painting jobs here and there. Everything looks so close to complete. And then, like I said, there's no one writing anything in here. No one's writing Yoshi or anything like that. It's just kind of one of those strange things here. Now, notice out here on the back of the wall, they are painting here. So it looks like some of the things that they're finishing up is just a lot of painting jobs that need to be done. But as I'm going through this and looking through this, I don't so far, I don't see a lot that needs to be completed or that needs to be done. Everything looks pretty much ready to roll. And, it's hard to say. Like, looking at this, it's hard to be like, well, this is where this is going, and but it's hard to say something that's going somewhere when it's completed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so close. We're going to step into Donkey Kong Country for just a minute here too and look and see if everything looks to be completed here too. I don't see anything over here that looks like, there's a crane there at the bottom. It looks like it needs to, be done. Like something that they're working on, maybe the sign there, that could be what they're doing. But other than that, it's not that big of a deal what they're finishing up. Here at the Bubbly Barrel, the Donkey Kong photo op. So what I do understand as well is that Mario has not come out at the team member previews yet. Now, that could be different over the next couple of days and stuff and things like that. But from what I understand, it's not happening right now. Bubbly Barrel, looking good. Here's something that I wanted to show you really quick, is something they're finishing up here. Aerial photo of theming and progress of lighting near Minecart Madness. So you can see that they're finishing up that. They're getting everything completed. So that's probably why they didn't allow that. Now, you can see over here to the right of Minecart Madness sign, there is the test seat for the attraction there. So you can just test it out before you go get onto that ride. But everything looks pretty much done here. It's really cool to see all this and to be so close for us all to be walking into this park really soon. Some things going on here, like Bio was saying, they're fixing some lighting here. So that's the construction or the crane that you see there in the middle of the photo, just fixing lighting. There's ladders around. These are literally minimal things that they're fixing now. Getting everything ready to go and in place. And that's why they're doing previews so early, so they can get everything, you know, taken care of and finished. Moving on to Stardust Racers, everything looks about complete over here. I recently removed scaffolding from over here. It's gone from the little comet area there. That is gone. Over on this side, notice these little silver balls down here. This is amazing. This is so retro looking. In the middle of the photo there with the Stardust Racers. Stepping into Dark Universe, we still have the nets up for Curse of the Werewolf. Listen, I've heard a lot of people online talking crap about the nets and that they're an eyesore. I can definitely see where people are saying that. But just to be clear, this is a different angle. This is not a new net. I don't believe that they put on, because that would have taken a while for them to do that. This is a new angle, so that might be why it appears to be not as dark here. I mean, you can see in this one here that it looks pretty dark there too. So I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, they've got so much going on with this that it just continues to impress guests that are going in here checking out Dark Universe. Now, we've heard for a while that Dark Universe seemed to be the one that was completed first and the most. But I mean, come on. People walking in the dark more here. Now, I have thought to myself, I want to recreate the photo from the concept art when I get there. I'm going to wear a bucket hat as I'm walking in from that concept art and get someone to take a picture of me walking in there, because I'm going to recreate it just to be stupid. But yeah, I mean, this is the vibes of, from what I'm saying, what I'm trying to establish here is everything we've seen from the concept art, it's almost exactly what we were promised. And that's rare in the theme park industry. Unless you're Universal, because Universal delivers with that kind of stuff. I don't see anything in here that has needed to be updated and done. There's a couple of construction workers. There's one down there at the bottom. But I believe everything is finished. It's ready to rock and roll. We've heard about that for a while, that they didn't need hard hats in here. The fog coming out of the well there, I guess, adds scale for the well's height. Those trash cans are my biggest complaint about this. That I felt like they should be themed to the land, and maybe they will be later. I mean, it's not a tough criticism or, oh, I hate it. You know, it's just like, I wish they were themed to the land. Over here, we see the Curse of the Werewolf to the right. And that fence is a lot taller than I remember it being, but I think with the people standing there, it really adds the scale how tall that fence is. And of course, people about to enter into, well, they're standing in a circle there, but heading towards Frankenstein Manor. This is incredible. I mean, seeing the team members preview this and just see everyone like walking in, like this photo right here, seeing them walk into the actual queue is so awesome. I love it so much. Let's go up here a little bit further. Burning Blade Tavern. We've known this has been done for a while. They've been testing the windmill for quite a while. So there's nothing really to talk about here other than that it's completed. Curse of the Werewolf queue here. We can see all the greeneries completed. There's the load station area there where you come out, and yeah, I mean, this just looks incredible. Yes, previewing here to the right, and then was this open? At least during this one, it was. I don't know. If you were there, leave a comment and let me know if that was open. I have talked to people that have ridden it. So, Dark Universe portal here. Everything seems to be completed. They have some gates here at the bottom that are, keeping people from that area there. But if you notice at the top of this little stand over here, I think this is the concierge stand at the bottom right. That's not completely finished yet and has some kind of tarp on top so they can finish off probably the peak of that to kind of, finish that and get it done. But not a ton. Okay, we're going to go into the Ministry of Magic in a minute, but I wanted to show you this. This is theming in progress between the back of Meteor Astropub, and the Wizarding World. So there are a few things, like I said, that are still being completed and being done, but we are getting closer and closer to this being 100% done. This one's really cool. I noticed this one before. Look at the Morris column at the portal of the Wizarding World. And it has everything here, like the little ads and things that are on here. This is just a cool added detail. And maps over here to the right too, with the sign there. People walking into Potter. And theming seems to be close to be completed. And, there's a couple of cones over there to the left. Nice benches. I feel like there's things that I've never seen before. Like, I've never noticed until, like, just recently. Like, all the benches sitting out there. And then Bio's saying that this wall where the arrow is pointing is just like a weathered feature that they added to make it look weathered. And let's go inside here. Oh, look, there's no scaffolding at all in here, which is amazing. Now, to be fair, the shows are not running, from what I understand, during team member previews, so they're probably still working on that. Maybe in the next phase they'll be running. I guess I wanted to see how this was going to go. But you can see everyone just walking around. So, to my knowledge, I talked to a team member yesterday when I was filming a video. A team member stopped me that knows us from the channel, and we talked for a few moments. And he said that the Potter ride was not available during the preview. So, like I said, this is a preview. It's some things that are completed or not completed, but we will have to see as we go on and where everything is going to go from there. And with it being phase 1, I'm sure that they have some things that they're just like we're trying to work out all the kinks and get it started from there. So but this is incredible, seeing people just sit on the benches, use this in the way it's supposed to be used. I mean, it's amazing. And I mean, other than the details of everything that we've seen, this photo's amazing. The turret there on top to make it look like it's, of course it's forced perspective of what they're using there, but just little added details here as well. The shops, giving you a look like everything is, aged and weathered and everything is together there. It just looks so good. They've done such a good job with all this, and they continue to do a good job. I mean, they're about completed with their job, doing this. Going into the battle at the Ministry attraction here, which was closed, as we'd said. Looks completed to me. Just the inside doesn't seem to be completed, but I cannot wait to go through that metro flu. All right, let's step into Berk for just a little bit, see what's going on over here and all the team members that are previewing Berk. They're all walking around and having a good time. You can see them at the Grog and Gruel up there. I would like to know what they're getting to eat. And here is a look at the guests on Dragon Racer Rally. Now, let me tell you, this ride, as I've stated, kind of freaks me out a little bit ever since I saw that video. The lady on the Nickelodeon one in the mall. I forget. It might have been Mall of America or something like that. How she was spinning it really quickly. But I did talk to someone that's ridden on this, and they said that it's really hard to get your dragon to spin. So that's kind of encouraging. I might be okay with riding it at that point. But this does, seem like it's going to be a lot of fun. But it is cool to see people actually on it. And here's a better look at the Grog and Gruel. As you can see, everyone lining up for that there to get their snacks. And then the Spitfire grill over here being... It looks like it's done. It's a recently painted sign. Yep. I don't know if this was open or not. It does look like there's someone standing like to direct people in there. So maybe it wasn't quite open yet, but... That is really cool to see here. And then an aerial photo of theming in progress for the Toothless Treasures gift shop. So there is a little bit being finished up here. They're not quite finished there with the gates around that, which looks to be at the exit of the Untrainable Dragon. Here's a quick overview of everything that you see here and how you're going to get about in this land. It's pretty big, but it doesn't look that big at the same time, if that makes sense, like it's kind of odd how it looks, but I think it's gonna be cool. Now I haven't seen anybody on Fire Drill yet, so I don't know if that's testing or not, but this is what I wanted to show you. I'd seen this photo yesterday, and I wanted to share this, and we'll try to wrap up as quickly as possible here because we have a little bit more to go, and we've been going for over 30 minutes now. But this is back from October 8th, 2022. This was the fountain area. They had cut everything out. Now I remember like really being excited about that. And now here we go today. Mud filling in the middle. I don't know what that is. Maybe they're trying to fix, I don't know. A 25 years, there might be an epic university anniversary event. Someone might ask a panel of developers, why did the fountain fill with mud, and then be a funny story told. Yeah, I don't know. There's mud all in the fountain there, so I'm sure they're gonna get that all cleaned up and done. As it looks like it ran down there through that. Interesting. Huh. I'm sure they want that fixed before the opening. It just looks like a bad black spot in there. Something going wrong with a test is what he's saying. Plume of dirt is spreading through the basin. Yeah. Looked like black tar or oil or something like that. That's what it did look like at first. That's cool. Oh man, there's so much. I mean, these kind of things are going to happen, it's going to happen. Things are going to mess up, and they're going to have to, fix things from time to time. But let's take a look at Apollo here. He's hanging out there. He looks like he's completely done. And then you can kind of see inside the Helios here. I've also heard the Helios is not completed inside, like the lobby and stuff. Look at that. That's so cool. Remember when we were waiting on that last panel to fill up there? We're going to skip over the hotel. Here's one thing I wanted to add. Here, the Pan Asian Blue Dragon restaurant. There is no Blue Dragon out in front. Now, I've heard rumors that it's coming later. So that's one construction update that we might have to hop back on here and talk about, or it might not even happen until the park is actually open. But you can see the planters there for where it should go there in the middle. So we will definitely have to wait and see if it ends up happening, you know. It would be cool to see it, but I don't know at this point if it really is going to happen. You can definitely see it better in this photo where it should go, right? They still have a little bit that they're finishing up here, you know, and everything. You can even see the sign here, the Blue Dragon sign on at the entranceway there to the right. And there's the little concierge building I was talking about here at the bottom that needs to be finished up at the top there, but everyone's just kind of walking around and enjoying their time there. So I want to talk about this really quick here. Little show going on. Looks like they have people practicing out here, getting ready for what they're going to do. Little nice amphitheater area. Hopefully they continue to use this throughout the years and it's not just something that they use for a few times and they just don't use it anymore. You know, I would like to see that happen. Our favorite tiki bar over here. Got chairs out, tables out, ready to rock and roll for guests. Let's get to the Celestial Carousel here. This looks to be completed. From what I'm understanding, that no one has ridden this as well, from what I understand, and during the team member previews. So it seems to be like it's done, but you never know what's going on the inside and what they're trying to fix through that. But there's, you know, so many things that as I continue to look at these, you know, I'm just going to scroll through some of these really quickly. Looks like there's people sitting down chatting in there, maybe about the restaurant and talking to the managers and stuff. But as I continue to like look through all these and see everything, oh, look at this. This is cool. This colorful pavement, that's amazing. There's a better photo there for you to see. I'm so glad they went with this pavement look. I love it. You know, I think it's something that's unique to parks and looks different. Someone said it looks AI generated. Here's Stardust Racers. We know that people were testing this. We've also heard rumors that it was a little too intense, so they had to back off on it a little bit. We do have people riding Stardust Racers, so it lets you know they're about completed here with this. This looks so cool. I cannot wait to ride. There's a couple more things I wanted to show you here. I'll show you another photo here that how it's, you can really tell with the dueling here. One more thing here with this one. The comet theming, as it's finished, you can really tell the detail of everything they put into this. I mean, it just looks so awesome. All right. There's one more thing I wanted to show you guys really quick, and we'll scroll through these. Feel free to go and look at Bioreconstruct's Twitter page to look at these in detail if you just want to sit there and study these and go over time in here. But these are just like little loose photos that he provided towards the end of his posts. He might still be posting now, but just kind of rapid fire going through there, showing you guys that. There was one more thing I wanted to show you. It's actually two photos here. This one right here, this is the toothless meet and greet area, we believe. Character photo op. You can see here in the right of the photo. It's not the very top right because that's tint, but if you look to the top right, go down just a little bit. That's kind of center right, the photo where the gentleman with the white hat is standing. You can see a couple of feet there to the right of him, and it looks like toothless feet. So it definitely looks like a little meet and greet area right there. And then there was one more right here that I wanted to show you. Another little dragon area here. It looks like they're going to be little animatronic dragons that interact. Maybe they're not animatronics, but I think they are. And those look amazing. And I think that this could be the last photo that we talk about on these construction updates. I want to end with this. That this trash can seems to be themed in the top left of the photo to the Isle of Berk. At least it has an orange top, which seems to be the color of the portal whenever you walk through it. So that is interesting to note there. So that's it. There's not a lot that has changed in the park. There's a few things that have updated and that they're fixing right now to get it park ready. Now, we do know that we have continued team member previews coming up, phase 2 coming up, and then we know we have media previews coming up, pass holder previews, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that we're going to start seeing things from inside of the park very soon, and how it's all going to update and it's going to look. And it's really crazy when you think about it. I've had some friends of the channel that I don't know personally, but that watch the channel, that have been inside Epic Universe during these team member previews. And I will say that the things that they're telling me is that they're blown away and that they're super excited for the world to see the rest of it. I have tried to picture in my head what it's going to be like when I walk through that Chronos for the first time, and I just don't know what it's going to be like. I feel like it's going to be overwhelming. Is it going to be underwhelming? Is it going to be something that I've built up so much in my head and it just doesn't live up to the hype? Or does it live up to the hype? You know, it's just one of those crazy things when you think about it. But it's going to be an exciting time. We are super excited about it, and I cannot wait. So let me know down in the comments if you think that this is the last one, and if you are ready to step inside of the park. If you are a team member and you have been inside of the park, leave your comment down below and let us know your experience and how much you loved it and how much you liked it or things that you didn't dislike. And just let the community know, because this is what we're here for. This is cool. I feel kind of sad. I feel like this is it. I'm not sure. We could do one more with me super excited, but I feel like this is it. And I don't know how many flyovers Bio is going to do before then, and I'm sure he'll continue to do those. But it's been a crazy run over the last 3 years, and it's been so much fun to do these and to talk about this with you guys. It's changed the channel. It's changed the trajectory of where we were going with our channel and what we were doing. And we've been faithful of trying to put these videos out for you guys, late nights, early mornings, trying to get these out for you guys to see. And we truly are appreciative of every single person that's clicked on this video, everyone that has, well, all of our videos, everyone that has left a positive comment, a negative comment, a like, a dislike. we thank you for giving your time to this channel and to listen to our analysis of what we see in the park. So we hope we did it justice, and we hope that we made you a little more excited for Epic Universe. But anyway, continue to join us on our journey from now until expansions that go into Epic Universe, everything else. Join us on opening day for Epic Universe for the Terra Luna Resort. We have a ton of content coming up. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button and the notification bell so you know when our next video is coming out. And remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you at the Kronos. Also, shameless new Kronos merch plug here. I'll see you guys next time.